Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm here to do a comparison video talking about some of my favourite high-end lip products and comparing them to drugstore dupes. Some of these are actual lipsticks, some of them are liquid lipsticks, and some of them, no, that's generally just it. 4 of them are like drugstore tie-in, and then the other one is a limited edition. Both of them are high-end, but one of them is a limited edition, and then I'm comparing them to another lipstick you can get from the same place which isn't limited edition and it's available all year round, if you get me. So that's all that can really be said for the intro. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first one is actually a product I'm wearing now, and it is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Butt Naked. Vacation limited edition one, but I know you can still get this on places like Beautylish, and I'm not sure if Beauty Bay still have some available, but if they do I definitely get this. So the dupe for this one would be, this is a miniature one because I've got like the Volt like 30 piece, and this is in the shade, so this is a NYX lingerie liquid lipstick tin ribbon. These are the exact same. See, the Jeffree Star one is slightly pink, but you're not ever really going to get an exact match. But that is the Jeffree Star, I've literally just touched it. That is the Jeffree Star and that is the NYX one, and they are so similar. I like both formulas, but I personally probably prefer the Jeffree Star one just because it's a lot more nude, and just because it's definitely a lot more matte, and I know it's going to stay there for longer. And if I was going to recommend one, I would recommend the Jeffree Star because it is my favourite, like it's one of my favourite liquid lipsticks. But this one was £16 and this one would probably be about £6, I'm pretty sure, for a NYX one. Obviously, I wouldn't really say Jeffree Star is high end. It's obviously very good, and it is like, it's amongst the same prices as more higher end products, say like MAC and stuff, but there isn't a huge amount of difference in the price, so probably just more depends on your preference and what brands you probably prefer. But the next one is definitely a good dupe for the Jeffree Star one. So the next one is once again one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, and that is the Huda Beauty liquid matte in the shade Bombshell. This is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. Haven't really had it for a very long time, but for how long I've had it, I wear it a lot. I actually wore it to an event in London where I went in the morning and it was still on in the evening, and it hadn't moved, and I'd eaten and drunk and it was still there. It's like amazing. So this is I don't know if I said it or not, this is in the shade Bombshell, and the shade is so pretty, and the packaging for this I absolutely love as well. And my sister actually, I think this is about £18 if you was to order it online, and I know you can get it on Cult Beauty and Beauty Bay, I'm pretty sure, and I know you can get it on Cult Beauty, but my sister actually got me this from Portugal, so in a Sephora. So obviously Sephora sells them as well. One I'm going to compare this to is this Finks liquid lipstick in the shade Night Shadow. They're a little bit different. This one is a little bit more purple, but on my lips, once again, they look the exact same once they've dried up. So just my personal preference and how long they wear. They look alike when you've got them on your lips. So this is the Huda Beauty one and this is the Finks one. The Finks one is a little bit more purple, but I suppose that depends, but I think that's more down to the undertone, but they're definitely like quite good nudes. In price and how accessible they are like very similar. Finks is actually a brand I found on Instagram and I was kindly sent, but the liquid lipsticks are so good and they're extremely similar to Kylie Cosmetics formula I found, so they're really good and I really liked it, and I just found they were quite good, and I just found they were quite similar dupes, so that's why I wanted to put it in there, because I know quite a lot of people like Huda Beauty but can't always get their hands on it. So next one, I'm just going to throw in my MAC dupe. So MAC lipsticks are some of my favourite liquids. I find they're really nice formulas and I personally love MAC. I feel like their price is quite reasonable. I know they've gone up, but I feel like you do pay the price obviously for MAC, and generally I just love them. But one of my favourite things in makeup is to collect obviously MAC limited editions, and definitely MAC limited edition lipsticks, because I just feel like their packaging is always beautiful. MAC Patrick Star lipstick in the shade Mama Star, which is a satin finish, which I actually got for Christmas, and this is a complete nude. It is so nice. It's got a really nice undertone to it and it's quite of a brownie nude, and the dupe, and I thought I'd put this one in here with the dupe for MAC because I know this sold out really quick. The dupe I've actually got it for it is MAC Hug Me. This is a luster finish. I know the other one's satin, so a little bit like, so they're a little bit different in finish, but I find they were really good dupes for each other. I was reading someone's blog post on MAC on the Patrick Star dupes, and I know people couldn't find a dupe very close to this because it was such a unique shade, which I agree. I've never really seen a nude like this, and obviously I own a lot of nudes, but a lot of my nudes just don't suit this. But the only one I could find in my collection was Hug Me, and I thought they looked very similar when I put them next to each other. So if you're looking for something a little bit similar, I know it's not identical, possibly try and find this on Depop, but if not, I'd recommend Hug Me by MAC. So I actually wore this shade in one of my last videos, and this is MAC Arrowhead. This is a limited edition lipstick, so obviously you can't get it anymore. I know if you live near next to a cosmetic company store, they do often have MAC Vibe Tribe limited edition stuff, have MAC Vibe Tribe stuff in there, so if you're lucky you might find it. But this is just a complete nude. I know it doesn't suit some people because of how nude it is, but it's really, really nice. And I was looking through my collection the other day and I found a like dupe for this, one of the L'Oreal Balmain lipsticks. So once again, it is also limited edition, I'm pretty sure. I don't think these are full. I don't think these are permanent collection, but although it's a little bit more pink, just like everyone, I don't feel like any of these are proper identical, but they're similar, so if you can get your hands on it, you can try. But when I just put these on, once again, they looked very similar, and I feel like if you couldn't got this limited edition one, you can still get hold of this, so I'd recommend this one. I probably actually prefer the formula, and like, although I love the Vibe Tribe packaging, I love the Balmain one, and I'd never tried a L'Oreal lipstick before, so I really like this one. I found the actual point in the lipstick itself went on really, really well, so I would definitely say if you couldn't get the Vibe Tribe Arrowhead, then get Balmain Urban Safari. So that is the end of this video. I hope that you liked it. I know some of these lipsticks aren't like identical dupes and you're gonna go find the exact same shade, but I thought when I was watching them and I was looking through my collection at some of my similar ones, and I was wearing this liquid lipstick and someone asked for a dupe, so I thought I could film a video on just some of the dupes. So they're similar, they're not identical, but they're similar. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not already for daily uploads, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Pull the flags higher, I'll spit fire. Giants of the empire.